What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Fortnite Save the World. I've been doing adventures. That's why I'm kind of 2 bars into 140. But this video is gonna be more about the Flutter and Overcharge. I know it's been probably weeks since they came out, weeks. Um, but I said I would do a better video of them, not just discussing their videos and discussing their abilities. Sorry, and saying that they're new characters. Obviously, they're new, but so I think the best way to use it is probably it's probably like a combination of both of them. Now, what I don't really like about Overcharge is that I believe you have to hold your shield to gain charge. Um, Now it could be raising your shield for 2 seconds, overcharge your next swing, causing each strike enemy to do 100 chain. Okay, this one's the same, 120. But this one's damaging 3 instead of damaging 8. Um, I'm not gonna clear them, but um, yeah, I think the best way is probably to swap between them. So if you want to use Flutter more, you can just swap Flutter and Overcharge. Um, I use Fuel for the Fallen. You don't have to use Fuel for the Fallen. I do have a Plasma Pulse, cooldown and damage increase. Um, I have Direct Threat for obviously the Overcharge uses, not just because it's good against like mini bosses and that sort of stuff. But happy holidays, of course. So I can hopefully use my plasma pulse more often. Um, but I'm gonna jump into a 160. We're gonna try out both. So I'm gonna run Flutter right now. Run into a 160. Just kill some enemies with the plasma pulse. See how much damage it does. Um, See how the Golden Constructor works with it, because you can kind of use them in tandem, right? You can throw down your plasma pulse and then pull out your Golden Constructor, and you have those little swirling defenses while you use them. That's probably the best way to use it. Because using Flutter alone, the butterflies don't necessarily do as much damage. Um, I kind of already tried it, so I know, but I haven't done it for a video. so I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna go ahead and go into 160. I'll see you guys in a second. All right, we're at 160. We got our first guy right here. Kind of wanted to try and pull all these guys, but I guess not. It's not really gonna do too much damage, unfortunately. If I had a group of them, I could probably kill some of them, gain some flutter, some butterflies. It's got 12-second cooldown, so you might, I guess, if you were doing a build strictly for the flutter, you can use the cooldown character and get the cooldowns. 1 hot minute for the cooldown increase. I'm gonna do it on these guys. These guys are all gonna throw shit at me though, which sucks. They're behind me. Gain some flutter. I'm gonna run around. There's a bit of damage, not too much. Especially when they're in the when they're in the damn smoke screen, they're not gonna take too much damage. But like when they're not, they actually get quite a bit done. It isn't enough to full kill them, but if you got a good group of them, you can gain a lot of butterflies, and that'd be really cool. I want to do maybe an encampment, not those guys. Oh hell no! Get a bunch of cowboys over there. Well, I could with going constructor actually. I should try to pull them all my direction. Nope, that was the wrong button combination because I forgot with each character you get, they change the buttons on some of the abilities. Like some of the outlanders have different abilities than the other ones. I'm dead now, but I still have Flutter. Can I kill this guy? Oh, sorry, you get flashed. It's so dumb. I forgot they could shoot through those. Let's get rid of the annoying guys, shall we? Oh, missed. Shot the wrong one. No, it still hit me. Okay, well now we don't have enough enemies, so fuck it. Oh, the cabinet. Okay. Now I just have to remember that it's LBRB and not the other one. Alright, here we go. So you do some pretty good damage. If you are stacking, of course, with like other people, that that shared party stuff is really gonna get you a good amount of damage. A good amount of damage. I want to do the smasher. Where's the smasher at? I'm gonna put one right in front of all these guys. And then in 10 seconds when these butterflies run out. Oh shit. You can beat the shit out of Smasher. And there we go. There we go. Let me see. I want another Smasher. That bird just flew off without even flapping his wings. I want another Smasher. I want a big guy. Oh, I heard a chest. Oh, we could do this guy over here. But his enemies are all scattered around. And I don't like that. You need to die. You need to die. And you need to die. I'm gonna die. That's what I don't have on here. I don't have what's her name? Monster Mash. I should put Monster Mash in here. I don't know why, but anytime I had a constructor, like one constructor set up, Monster Mash would just save me. I'd be saved by Monster Mash. The what's her name? She's an Izza. She's the Halloween Izza, and she does like really well with healing, right? She is it 15% based on your missing health, uh, which is pretty cool because you can full heal if you're surrounded by a bunch of enemies. Obviously, you can smack the hell out of all of them, and each one has that chance. Not that chance. Each one will give you health, but a certain percentage, so you can gain chunks pretty quickly, just from smacking enemies. So Izzy should definitely be on here. Um, I'm gonna back out. I'm gonna swap to the other character, and see you guys again in a second. All right, we're back. A couple of birds around here. So as you can see, the bottom right, almost left. It's left trigger, right bumper now instead of the two bumpers. That's what I meant by like sometimes depending on your constructor, your ability buttons will change. That's exactly what happened with this one. Now for this one, I think I have Flutter in here as well. Yeah. But if you want to do strictly, this guy, You don't need Flutter. You could have someone else. Um, I'm putting Flutter kind of just because it does decent damage, even, you know what I mean. And since I'm using overcharge, you find a group of enemies. I can use the charge, which I'll show off in a bit. I can use the charge. We'll do it on this encampment. Smack. Do it on this encampment. Throw down this. We'll grab this. Hold your shield out. And just smack away. And I'm dead because of the fucking beast. I'm dead because I suck too, but don't call me out for that. I can still kill him. See? And they're gonna respawn. That's fine. We should run that again. We're gonna run it again. We need a round 2 in here. Just gotta wait the time now. Oh, that was a. Oh, there's this guy up here. Alright, I'm gonna run it back. I'm gonna run it back. I'm gonna run it back. Don't worry. 2, 1. Okay. Now we started. Oh, no way. I'm not gonna have enough to use the. I ruined it. Alright, we're fine. Kill the bees first. Jump out of the bees. I'm still gonna die, actually. You overcharge it. No way, dude. I do have Flutter now. Use it on this guy. I keep forgetting it's not the right buttons. That's gonna count as an elim. That's not. But I want to use the overcharge on this guy anyway. I want to go on constructor. Perfect. I got 2 of them. Let it overcharge. Smack him. Let it overcharge. Smack him. Or you can just use it normally. But doesn't have much time because you need the eliminations to decrease the use duration, which kind of decreases the cooldown. You can swap Flutter for someone else. Swapping Flutter, you could swap Flutter for someone else who gives you health. You could, right? This build isn't necessarily super good. If you're playing with a team, like I said earlier, you're playing with a team, you're stacking the party. Damn, what's it called? It's like party stats. There you go. You're sharing party stats. It'd probably be a lot better. That goes for most things, though. Sharing party stats with everyone, you're gonna have a higher damage, higher trap damage, all that good stuff. Higher ability damage in case this one, you know, have a higher ability damage. But it's not too good. I got a bunch of random guns in my inventory. But yeah, I mean, it's an alright build. Low levels is really fun. Obviously, you can do a ton of damage pretty quickly in the low level ones. These 160s, if you're playing alone, it's probably not going to be the best. What's the cooldown on this? It's gone. So it's like 15 seconds, you can say. Or 15, 16 seconds. Which kind of sucks. I'm going to overcharge these guys. Little guys you can get rid of pretty quickly, but anyone else, Probably not gonna be. This is ready to. Oh, well, and it was ready to also do a charge chain attack, and my ping just shot up to 300. And now it's back down to 2. But yeah, it's gonna be it for the video. It's a little showcase showing just what their abilities do, what you could have in your team. Obviously, you can put other characters if you want to. Who to change though, right? You could change Wisp Light. You could probably change Power Pulse if you want. You could change Monster Mash as well. Um, Monster Mash has helped me with the Going Constructor build that I have. Just from the region you get off of it. Um, and the region has helped me in this one as well. Not as well as I would like, but it did help. Now, when you're dealing with enemies that have affliction, the bees aren't necessarily affliction; they're an AOE. But having that constant damage onto you, you're gonna need to be constantly smacking enemies, which means you need a ton of enemies around you um, to out heal the bees, basically. And the fire as well. If you're facing fire enemies, then it's harder to use the build, especially without Monster Mash, I would assume. Since that affliction, that constant damage is constantly messing you up. And if you got a ton of enemies around you that are fire, that's gonna, you know, that's gonna keep that affliction on you going. Um, you, well, there's a team perk you could use to reduce the affliction time, but the affliction time, well, that team perk rather doesn't stop the bees from having that area of effect of damage onto you. That's kind of the hard part. Um, what team perks do you to use as well? I was using Happy Holidays to try and get low Going Constructor and low Plasma Pulse. Um, Another team perk you probably could use is like totally rocking out, and you could try to get all the kills and increase the damage and all that stuff of the hammer and the overcharge and the plasma pulse. That could work, but that'd probably be harder to use. Or if you want to go absolutely nuts, I think if you used Blast from the Past, since that gives you um depending on how you have it set up, it can give you a million health. Um, if you get a million health and you're running a Going Constructor setup, the constructor while in Going Constructor is going to be a lot more uh like resilient to damage, as you'd seen earlier over here. The smoke's not gonna kill them while they're in the smoke. Okay, but yeah, once again, that is it for the video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, or you have suggestions on how to put together a better build, I'd love to hear about that. Obviously, making Flutter or I forget this guy's name, or Hotwire better um, would be nice, right? They're pretty cool builds. I have a lot of hero loadouts, so I would like a variety of fun stuff, of useful stuff, or a little bit of both. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I guess I will see you guys later.